So I gotta say, EA has always been one of those companies in the gaming space that a lot of people notoriously hated. EA was probably, if I'm not mistaken, EA was voted the worst gaming company of all time. I think they won that award or something like that, where they did this vote, and EA, I'm almost positive, was the company that was at the top of that list. But now, unfortunately, it seems like EA is going to try to take a back burner to Ubisoft. Ubisoft is now teaming up in the UK, and this is crazy. When I read this, I could not believe this is actually a thing. But then again, I really can when I deep down think about it. But apparently, Ubisoft is teaming up with UK police to try to handle extreme cases of in game speech that is deemed life threatening. And then they had the audacity to say, we want to be on the right side of history. This same company that is all for censorship to the level that they're willing to lock you up for what you say in a video game. Yes, this is a serious thing that they're apparently doing in the UK, and it's only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time before they bring it everywhere else. So this article comes to us from good old Bounding Into Comics, and it says, Ubisoft has announced that they are working with UK police to track and potentially arrest players for their in-game speech when there is a credible threat to life. Now, what is a credible threat to life in a video game? You know what I'm saying? I see threats happen all the time on Twitter, literally all the time on Twitter. And if you're not trying to take people down on Twitter, let me not give you any ideas because you probably will at the end of the day. But if you're not trying to take people down on social media for what they say to each other, why are you trying to do it in a video game? It is very strange. I don't know where they're gonna be, like who made them the arbiters of truth that it would allow them to say, oh, this seems like a credible threat to life. Let's lock this dude up. You know, I'm very curious to see what they say. It says Stephen Powell of the BBC reports Ubisoft has made the deal with the Northumbria police who operate across the northeast of England and had been in development for a long time, along with specialist officers who handle harmful online interactions. Educating Ubisoft's Newcastle Customer Relations Center, Ubisoft can escalate extreme cases to the police. Honestly, I'm never playing another fucking Ubisoft game. Not that I ever really played a ton of them. Some of their open world games were good. Most of them have become pretty stagnant and they're pretty like cookie cutter, formulaic kind of open world games now. But I'm definitely not going to touch a Ubisoft game at all because this shit is crazy. They need their pockets to hurt. There's no reason why this should be a thing. If this is a thing, this company needs to realize quickly that they are actually on the wrong side of history, because if they don't, they're going to bring this everywhere. And if they succeed, if Ubisoft succeeds at doing this, it's only a matter of time before stupid companies like Activision Blizzard, before they start doing stuff like this, because they already started monitoring your speech on their video games and recording it. It's only a matter of time before they start trying to throw you into jail for talking the way you talk in a video game. It's ridiculous. It says these cases reportedly include a threat to life or potential serious harm. The relevant information is forwarded to the police, who ultimately decide if they need to act, though the Newcastle staff can recommend legal action. It was also noted that less than 0.01% of cases the center dealt with needed police involvement, a handful of cases each month, as Powell described. Ubisoft's Andrew Holliday told the BBC this isn't just a gaming problem, it's an internet problem. There's a real appetite to make the whole ecosystem a better place. They want censorship. That's basically what they want. They talk about, oh, let's make it a better place, but you're going to punish the other 99.9% of people for that 0.01% that you're so worried about. Oh, that's what you say. That's what you say. You say you're worried about that 0.01%, but I highly doubt that's the case. I just feel like you want to police the internet, and that's something that hasn't been able to be policed since its inception. It says what we're working on closely with police on is triangling, where we look at a case and decide, right, is this the one we can deal with in-house, or is this something we need to pass on? Holiday pondered. He explained Northumbria police will also handle cases that almost surpass the criteria for their involvement. However, the scheme may extend far beyond the UK's borders, and no matter where the perpetrator lives. Holiday brings up one recent case in Norway, recalling things were said and behaviors displayed that hit our threshold for intervention. There was a threat to life or serious harm. The agreement with Northumbria police meant that after we flagged it, even though it wasn't a UK citizen, they were able to get Norwegian authorities involved. It was a lot quicker, more efficient, and safer than trying to do it as a private citizen, Holiday praised. Powell reports that Ubisoft hopes that this will spark discussion in the industry and encourage other companies to follow suit. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That right there, that sentence right there is exactly why everybody should take this seriously. Ubisoft needs to be hurt in their pockets. They have to be hurt in their pockets because that's the only way stupid shit like this is going to stop. You have to, and I don't usually go for the whole cancellation culture thing, but it needs to happen for Ubisoft because this is crazy. They're really trying to step over their boundaries. You're a video game company. Who made you the arbiters of justice? Like, you are a video game company. You develop video games. You publish video games. Why are you trying to send people to jail? That is crazy shit right there. And as I mentioned before, there is so much stuff online that goes completely unlooked on just Twitter alone. Forget the rest of the other websites that exist in the vast space that's the internet, but you want to focus on the people playing a video game, the people who might get super energetic while playing a video game and say some wild stuff because everybody shit talks in a video game. It's a well-known thing. That's what makes half of it fun in the first place. And you want to go after those people? Why would you want to do that? There's only one reason you want to do that. Damien Glorioux, Ubisoft's senior director of the Newcastle Customer Relationship Center, told the BBC, "We want to be on the right side of history. We have millions of players and tens of millions of interactions, so how can we spot incidents?" I don't get the whole justice mindset. Like, where did these people think that that's what they want? That's what, like, gamers wanted from them. Nobody asked them to be the arbiters of justice, but apparently that's what they want to be. It is daunting, but at the same time, it is very important, which is why we wanted to sign this deal and try to make things right. We wanted to focus on the most extreme cases, make sure we do the right thing there because it gives us a solid foundation to build the rest of our work around it. Glorioux detailed, dude, I'm telling you, they're going to start with the extreme cases. They're going to use those cases to justify doing it more and more and more. It's going to get less and less extreme. And before you know it, you have a censored internet. And that's exactly what they want. Ubisoft is not on the right side of history, and they need to feel the pain from their decision. Are they probably going to feel it? Probably not. But still, I can hope. It says other staff reportedly argued the industry hadn't been proactive in discussing how to solve poor and dangerous behavior in online games. What exactly is dangerous again? You're playing an online game. It's nothing in real life. So I know people have done crazy stuff going from video games to real life, but you're talking about literally single-digit cases of that happening. I don't understand why they want to do this other than for censorship. It says Detective Chief Superintendent Deborah Alderson led the Ubisoft Northumbria Police Agreement. Of course it was a woman. Of course. Of course it was a woman. And justifying that policing is about prioritizing protecting the vulnerable. That means all our communities, not just the ones that we see in person, but our online communities as well. Policing changes continuously and demands evolve, and we have different challenges all the time. Our job is to evolve with it. Along with deeming it an essential task as online activities increase, Alderson told the BBC she hopes that similar deals will be struck by other game companies and UK police forces. The detective chief superintendent is even working with Dr. Gavin Oxburgh of Northumbria University, a professor of police sciences, to create an outline for others to mimic the Ubisoft Northumbria Police Agreement. While they really are going after everybody, they want this to go worldwide. You guys understand this? Like Ubisoft is trying to pave the way for other companies to follow suit, and it is going to ruin gaming. It's only a matter of time. Like I said, Activision themselves are doing something very similar, but they're doing it all in-house. It's only a matter of time before they start involving police, and then before you know it, you can get locked up for what you say online these days. And what happened to free speech? I guess that's pretty much gone. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.